In a Barbie world. Hello, everybody. Hello, my good friends out there. And today, my special spotlight. Oh, by the way, my name is JC Crisologo, unless I forget that. So, today, my spotlight is on the movie. Okay, pretend that you didn't hear that. It's on Barbie, the movie, which is directed by Greta Gerwig and produced by Margot Robbie. And it also stars Margot Robbie. It's played beautiful by Margot, and alongside Margot Robbie as Barbie is the Ken doll, and Ken is portrayed by none other than Ryan Gosling. I know a lot of you out there might have, or not only might, like really have a deadly crush on Ryan Gosling. But he is the quintessential Ken, and there isn't only one Ken in this movie, but there are several Ken. There's an Asian Ken, which is played by our beloved Simu Liu. Simu Liu, for all those hardcore Marvel fans out there, you know, Simu Liu plays Shang-Chi in Shang-Chi. And also, before I go on any further about the stars and their roles in this beautiful and, you know, visually stunning movie, where was I going with this? The soundtrack. The soundtrack of this movie is so spectacular. I was actually afraid that they wouldn't. I said, I'm only going to watch this movie if I hear that iconic song created by Aqua. And you know, all of us know what that song is. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. That song. So guess what? Nicki Minaj and the other rapper, the other rapper of this song, utilized that as the background music, of their rap song. So they used the Barbie song, the iconic Barbie song, and also my beloved Dua Lipa is here. I just love Dua Lipa and all her tragic disco songs. You know, somebody said that their songs are very danceable and disco, but if you listen intently to her music, she's very sad. All her songs, well, most of her songs are sad, except for that glitter in the sky, glitter in my eye. You know that song. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. Okay, but that's not the Barbie song that she sang. So Dua Lipa has a special number. Well, not her, but her song has a special number in this movie. There's a disco scene where all of them are dancing. And okay, now I want to go back to all the different Kens and Barbies out there. So let's talk about Ken, which is marvelously played by Ryan Gosling. And there are so many Kens, like I said in the beginning. There's the golden Ken, the golden Caucasian Ken, and the Asian Ken, and the black Ken, and so many Kens. And there are so many Kens, it's like a battalion of Kens, and there's like a battalion of Barbies, and there's even a pregnant-looking Barbie. Well, not pregnant-looking Barbie, she's really pregnant. And what else is there? I just love this movie. I thought that this movie was visually stunning, and I know that this is going to be a platform of inspiration for many, many major designers out there and big fashion houses out there, and perhaps by the next season or the season after that, we're all going to see Barbie Land on the fashion runway, because from beginning to end, when you're inside of Barbie Land, it's a visual eye attack of pink. It's almost like a pink flamingo threw up all over me and I became pink and I only drank Pepto-Bismol. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. Um, disgusting. So anyhow, so the movie is so fashionable, so stylish, and some people might be wondering, why does it look that way? Well, because they created a Barbie Land, and in this movie, Barbie Land is another alternative parallel universe, a parallel realm to the real world. So everything that you see, some of the things that you see in that movie does not exist in our world. And the way they crossed over to our world is for you to find out how they cross over to the real world. And by the way, in the real world, the Barbie encounters the fictitious creator of the Barbie dolls and Ken and the entire Barbie universe, and played beautifully and played charmingly by Will Ferrell. He is an awesome comedian, and I just love that scene where he blew up and said in his pink tie, he was wearing a pink tie with a pink shirt, "It's a catastrophe!" That's what he said. I loved it. And also, yeah, it's such an amazing artistic movie in terms of high theater, a little bit of drama, and high camp comedy. It's all in this movie. Of course, they also showed in the movie that whatever they were in Barbie Land does not translate well in our real world, and that's what I loved about this movie. They showed reality versus fantasy and the ramifications of what the Barbie meant to girls, whether the symbolism of Barbie hurt their feelings because their ethnicity was not represented in Barbie, and hence they created other Barbies. And what else is there? Oh, and I noticed my one little critique of this film, and how do I say this without offending anybody's feelings, is that I noticed that the Ken dolls, the men dolls in this movie, were just there to be the accessory for the women. And spoilers alert, Barbie doesn't even love Ken. He's just there. He's just an accessory, and Ken only desires to please Barbie the whole time. That is the mission of Ken. He only exists to please Barbie. And Barbie doesn't even look at him, and Barbie doesn't even mind him. Barbie sometimes just ignores him because she just wants to have a party, a slumber party with her girls, and that's all it is for Barbie. And of course, one day Barbie has some sort of an existential crisis, and she starts thinking about death, and that's a big no-no in Barbie Land. Nobody thinks about death. And that's when the music stopped and they looked at Barbie really weird. And one day Barbie, because all the Barbies don't have any flat feet. They walk even without high heel as if they're walking in high heel. And one day Barbie developed a flat foot, and all of them started screaming, "Oh my gosh, she's got a flat foot! It's flat feet!" and flat feet should not exist in Barbie Land. And that was the start of her existential crisis, and she started soul searching and went to the shaman and asked her, what is happening? What is happening? Why do I have flat feet? What's happening? And of course, I'm going to save that in the last segment. In the meantime, don't go away, because the last segment is going to be exciting. I'm a Barbie.
This show is brought to you by Michelle Kubiak. If you want to buy or sell a home, call Michelle, 702-683-6576.
It's a tough market. We get it. Home inventory is at an all-time low. It's a seller's market, and cash buyers have the advantage. Recently, cash buyers made up more than a quarter of all home purchases. But we have the solution. New American Funding's Buyer Accepted program allows your buyers to compete with all cash offers by becoming cash buyers themselves. Here's how it works. Buyer Accepted LLC, an affiliated company of New American Funding, will purchase your buyer's new home with cash and sell it back to them for the original purchase price, plus a fee that can be added to the purchase of the home once they secure mortgage financing with New American Funding. The best part is that they don't need to sell their current home first. This is a true cash offer. Clients who use our Buyer Accepted program can secure financing using a conventional loan and even VA. Plus, there are no fees for agents and no sacrificing commissions. Buyer Accepted even offers a free 1-hour certification course that will make you the expert. You want to close more deals and help more clients? New American Funding's Buyer Accepted program is the answer.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York. So his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Welcome back to the last segment of Spotlight. And if you missed the first segment, my movie review right now is the Barbie movie. But before I go on with my review, I just want to give a shout out to all the people watching. Eva Marie and her little fur baby Sophia Meatballs, and Popit, known as Carmen Ochoa, my cousin Carmen. And I'd like to say hello to Ellen, Popit's friend, and Athena. Athena, the little girl with Popit. Hi there, I love you. And congratulations to you, Athena, that you graduated with a lot of medals and flying honor. And I am so proud of you, my girl. I love you. Okay, so now, without further ado, I'd like to go on with the topic of Barbie. But so in the beginning, the first segment, I was talking about Ken. And as you know, there's so many Ken dolls: Asian Ken, white Ken, black Ken, yellow Ken, red Ken. But there's only one Alan. And so Alan is the only one. There's no black Alan, yellow Alan, or other different kinds of Alan. And this Alan was played charmingly by Michael Cena, and yeah, he just did an amazing job of just keeping still like that, and the look of shock on his face. And also there were scenes that he was not brainwashed by any of what the Kens were doing. And anyhow, I mentioned the word Ken, brainwash, so you should see this movie to know what I'm talking about and to know who were brainwashed in this movie. And so there was only one Alan. There were a multitude of Kens and just one Alan. And then many years ago, Margot Robbie was not supposed to play Barbie. It was the beautiful Anne Hathaway. So Anne Hathaway was supposed to star as Barbie, but that project was shelved, and it was supposed to be directed by another director, and it wasn't supposed to be produced by Warner Brothers. It was actually Sony Pictures. And so that would have been really fascinating to see the beautiful Anne Hathaway as Barbie. And you guys know that I really love Anne Hathaway. I loved her in Princess Diary, and I loved her in The Devil Wears Prada. And you know, in The Devil Wears Prada, Anne Hathaway was just used as a punching bag, unfortunately, and until she became the beautiful swan in the end. She was transformed from the ugly duckling to the beautiful and elegant swan. So anyhow, like, going back to this the Barbie movie. So in the first segment, I mentioned that Barbie was going through an existential crisis, and she approached the weird and crazy Barbie. There's a weird and crazy Barbie in this movie, and who, by the way, is my favorite Barbie of all of them put together. She is my favorite because like she was so weird and so bizarre, and she was like a shaman, and if they needed to seek for wisdom, they went to this weird Barbie. And why is she weird Barbie? Well, if you look at her, you know, with her painted face and uneven cut hair and crazy clothes and everything, the reason why she became like that is because in the real world, some girls took their Barbies and they started cutting off her hair, and they started putting, you know, some crayons on her face, and they started burning her clothes, and that's how the weird Barbie came about. So as you can see, that weird Barbie is really weird, but you know, she is weird but super wise and intelligent at the same time. And oh my goodness, you should see her private estate. Her private estate was really, really super weird and out of this world crazy as well. There was too much color that I just had to cover my eyes. Just too much color for me. Too much eye attack. And yeah, so I really highly recommend this movie to you guys. I mean, it's a fun movie to watch, and if you decide to see it, just remember, wear pink, wear something colorful, wear something bright. It's Barbie, and I'm pretty sure that in the movie theater, you will see the pink Barbie boxes, their photo booths, and you know, you can go inside a photo booth and like strike a pose, just strike a pose, and you know, be Barbie for your photograph for that one day. So anyhow, going back to my critique of this movie, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought that Ken and Barbie would have you know, something like a bubblegum love affair. I was waiting for that. You know, I'm a sucker for love stories, and I didn't see that. I didn't see what I was aching for in this film. But anyhow, other than that, I really loved it. I thought it was like a very fashionable, super trendy movie. If you people are, you know, into fashion and color and anything that's bombastic out there, you know, and you'll really love this movie. So anyhow, and that's all my show for today. And don't forget, if you're on a diet, just like I am not on a diet right now, don't forget to eat your celery, because it's the vegetable that eats you in return. And if it eats you, then you start losing weight. Of course, you need to stop eating pork chops as well, and the other things that make you fat. So anyhow, and that's all I have for this colorful episode of Spotlight. I know you guys will probably have an eye attack, just like I did. I want you to feel what I felt when I was in the movie theater. That's why I'm giving you all this color. Okay, see you next week. Chowder, I love you guys.